Good morning. From the moment we are born, our parents and our guardians have a natural instinct to want to protect us, don't they? They want to keep us safe from harm, provide all we need love, care, food, clothes, and so much more. They nurture us, and as we grow and flourish, they will continue to provide all we need as our earthly parents. They will guide us to make the right choices. They protect us by way of encouraging us to stay on the right paths in life. But we also know that in life things don't always go according to plan. As we get older, we'll go our own way and start making our own choices. And we realise that in this broken world we live in, we go through times of suffering, times of pain, times when we need healing, times when we long for peace, times when we don't feel ourselves and we need comfort, times when we feel lost. But when we have faith and trust in the Lord, we are under his ultimate guidance and protection. He loves each and every one of us with an everlasting love and provides us all we will ever need. A God who will never fail us no matter what storms of life we're going through. He is with us through every circumstance of life. Let me read Psalm 23 now. The Lord is my shepherd, and I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. This psalm was written by David, and who is more qualified to write such a poem than David, who the Lord took from tending the sheep to be the shepherd of his people, the shepherd king of Israel. David is praising God here for his care and protection on a daily basis. And God does the same for us. God always provides for us, for our needs, and he cares for us. When it says, I shall not want, it is saying there is nothing that is lacking in my life, and nothing I desire that the Lord cannot provide, that is within his will and within his time. But as God's people, we are not guaranteed immunity from the knocks in life. We live in a broken world, but we have that great shepherd of the sheep who will provide all our needs and will guide us on the right path. In verse 2 and 3, it says, He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. David is talking here about providing rest and refreshment for the sheep. We are the sheep and God is our shepherd. God leads us beside quiet waters. Water is a common biblical metaphor for the satisfaction of spiritual needs. God wants us as his people to rest in him, spend time being refreshed, in prayer or reading and meditating on God's word. The sheep knew the voice of the shepherd, so when the shepherd called, they would follow. But sometimes sheep would wander, and then the shepherd would have to train the sheep to follow them and depend on them. And we can sometimes be just like the sheep and tend to wander, not listening to God's voice, seeking greener pastures, being consumed by earthly things and straying off in the wrong direction, worshipping other idols, spending too much time getting wrapped up in the busyness of life. And God doesn't want this for us. God wants us to follow him, to lead us beside quiet waters. He wants us to depend on him completely. God's shepherding care does not just provide us with the basics in life. He provides us with so much more. our cup overflows. God is a God of generosity. God's goodness and mercy will show when God rescued the Israelites from Egypt, providing guidance in the wilderness, providing all they needed and helping them possess the promised land. In Deuteronomy 2:7, which states that during 40 years in the wilderness, the Israelites have lacked nothing. We all go through difficult times in life: illness, grief, depression, stress, anxieties. When we go through these times, it can fill us with darkness. Verse 4 says, "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no evil, for you are with me." It actually says here, you are with me. God is with us. God protects us with his rod and guides us with his staff. Where we will emerge through its shadows into the light on the other side. God is with us through life and through death. God is our saving presence. Isaiah 43, 1-3 says, "Do not fear, for I have redeemed you. I have summoned you by name, you are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze. For I am the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, your Saviour." Psalm 23 has brought comfort to so many people. It tells us of the Lord's desire to refresh his people and his faithfulness to guide us through our trials of life and even our death to his heavenly home, where we know he has prepared a place for us. This psalm can give us confidence. We may be in vacancy at Christchurch at the moment, but we know that the Lord will provide the right incumbent for us. But we all have to play our part in this. We need to stay on the right path, be committed in prayer, on our own or together with our prayer partners, in reading God's word, in our relationship with one another. We need to pray for unity, serving in ways we can, supporting the leadership team. We need to be faithful, serving God and bringing glory to him. And yes, this vacancy will be a very busy time, a time of change, a time of togetherness, a time of supporting one another. Let's pray we find that time each day for the still waters, for the Lord to refresh our soul and give us strength and renew us. We live in a busy world. Do you allow time for the still waters? Do you slow down? Do you come to the Lord in prayer and spend quiet times with him? We all need that time of still waters in our everyday life. In these times, the Lord refreshes our soul. In Psalm 46:10 it says, "Be still and know that I am God." We as a church are heading for new pastures. So let's be confident that Jesus will provide all we need and follow him. We must be willing to pick ourselves up, pick up that cross of discipleship and follow our shepherd into the paths of righteousness. In John 10:11, it says, "I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep." So this week, will you spend time with God in the still waters?